Obioma, Obioma, what were you doing at the healer's hut? Why have the villagers been speaking about you? Obioma's face clouded with confusion. I've been unwell, Ogaga. I've gone to the healer for help. Why are you staring at me like that? Why do you doubt me? That was Ogaga and his wife Obioma, a model couple that everyone loves so much. Well, not really everyone. They say words have power. They can build, they can destroy. This is a story about trust, about peace, and about words. Yes, words. In the heart of a bustling Odoma village, where the laughter of children mixed with the beautiful but confusing chants of traders, lived a woman named Amara. Amara had a way of finding excitement in stories, especially stories that didn't belong to her. She stood in the market, her eyes darting around, waiting for the perfect moment to unleash her next tale. As her eyes darted to and fro like a pendulum, she saw something unusual. Obioma, Ogaga's wife, leaving the healer's hut in a hurry. She smiled, knowing this was the spark she needed. Did you see that? She whispered to Adana, her closest gossip partner. Obioma, from the healer's hut. What could she be hiding? Adana's eyes lit up, the thrill of a new secret already dancing in her mind. Tell me more, she whispered back eagerly. Amara was talented at weaving stories that stuck like stones in the mind. I heard she's been visiting the healer often. They say she's carrying someone else's child, she murmured, making sure she was just loud enough for nearby ears to catch the words. Adana gasped, her hands covering her mouth. No, it can't be. Obioma, she's always been so loyal to Ogaga. Amara smiled coyly. Loyalty can hide many things. You know what they say, still waters run deep. Amara achieved exactly what she wanted. It wasn't just Adana who heard. Other villagers pretending to mind their business listened carefully. Like wildfire, the rumor spread, each person adding a little more spice, and soon the tale twisted. Obioma wasn't just unfaithful, she was plotting to leave Ogaga and take his wealth. Have you heard? Obioma wants to kill the husband. Have you heard? Obioma wants to leave the husband. Have you heard? Obioma is wicked. Obioma days, Obioma dads, ringing everywhere, in the streets, at the market, at the stream. Even children started composing songs with Obioma's name. Obioma. Ogaga began to notice the stares, the murmurs, and the strange silence that followed him wherever he went. He overheard snippets of conversations. How could he not know? Poor Ogaga, deceived by his own wife. He returned home one evening, his mind swirling with doubts. Obioma welcomed him with her usual warmth, but for the first time, he questioned her smile. Was it hiding something? Unable to bear the weight of the whispers, he asked her directly, Obioma! Obioma! What were you doing at the healer's hut? Why have the villagers been speaking about you? Obioma's face clouded with confusion. I've been feeling unwell, Ogaga. I've gone to the healer for help. Why are you staring at me like that? Why do you doubt me? But Ogaga's heart was already poisoned. The seed Amara planted has taken him captive. People are saying terrible things, Obioma. Are they lies? Obioma reached for his hand, her eyes full of love. You must trust me. But doubt had already taken root. Ogaga withdrew, his mind full of questions he could not answer. Just as the village buzzed with gossip, a stranger arrived in the village. He was tall, with eyes that seemed to see through people. A stare made people uneasy. No one knew his name, but he carried with him an air of mystery. He called himself Coco. Some said he was a trader from a distant land. Others whispered that he was a traveler with hidden powers. Amara was quick to approach him. Welcome to our village, she said sweetly. Already sensing an opportunity, she wasted no time spinning the latest rumors about Obioma. A scandal has shaken a peaceful village, she said with emphasis on peaceful. There are no secrets here. Everyone knows everything about everyone. Coco smiled but said nothing. His presence seemed to unsettle Amara, though she didn't know why. As this passed, the stranger became the village's observer. He quietly watched as the gossip about Obioma worsened. The people talked. The people were divided. Some believed Obioma was innocent, but many had already condemned her. One evening, the village gathered for a festival. Ogaga and Obioma attended, but the tension was thick. As they danced, the villagers watched them closely, whispering behind their hands. Suddenly, the stranger Coco stood before the crowd. I've heard many things since I arrived in your village, he began, his voice strong and commanding. But there's one thing I've learned. Rumors have a way of hiding the truth. The crowd fell silent. No one knew what he would say next. Coco's eyes fell on Amara, who shifted uncomfortably. I think it's time we hear the truth from those who started these whispers. The elders called for an emergency meeting. Coco is right, they said. We must put an end to this gossip. Under pressure, Amara tried to defend herself. I only said what I saw. Obioma was at the healer's hut and people just started talking. But then the healer, an elderly woman known for her wisdom, stepped forward. Amara has twisted the truth, she said sternly. Obioma came to me for medicine because she is carrying a child, but it is her husband's child and not another man's. A gasp rippled through the crowd. Ogaga turned to Obioma, his eyes full of regret. "Forgive me," he whispered. But Coco wasn't finished. "There's more," he said. "The healer's medicine didn't just cure Obioma. It was also meant to protect the baby from a curse placed by someone who wished harm upon them." The crowd murmured in confusion. Who could do this? Who would do such a thing? They asked. Coco's gaze fell on Amara. "Perhaps someone who enjoys spreading lights and causing chaos in the village." Amara's face paled. I didn't mean any harm. It was just talk. She stammered. But Coco's piercing gaze never wavered. "It's time for the truth, Amara," he said. "Why have you spread these lies?" Trembling, Amara finally confessed. I was jealous of Obioma. She has everything. A loving husband, a good home, and I thought if I made her look bad, people would forget about me, about my own shame. The villagers gasped. No one had known that Amara's own husband had left her years ago. Her pain had been hidden beneath her sharp words. The elders nodded gravely. Jealousy is like a shadow hidden behind every cruel word. But now you must face the consequences of your actions. Amara was sentenced to a month of silence, where no one would speak to her. It was a punishment not only for the pain she caused, but also to help her reflect on her actions. Meanwhile, Ogaga and Obioma reconciled, stronger than before. The village, once divided, began to heal. As for Coco, the mysterious stranger, he vanished as quietly as he had arrived. Some said he was sent by the ancestors to restore peace. Others believed he was simply a wise traveler. But one thing was certain: his lessons remained in the hearts of the villagers. And so, dear listener, remember, words have power. They can build, they can destroy. The price of gossip, the price of rumor mongering is always too high, for it can unravel even the strongest bonds.